All right, here we are. A little bit of a delay in posting, but I'm back. This video probably won't be super long. Um, I'm not 100%. Mentally, I'm probably like in the 90s, like back. I'm finally off of the opiates and stuff like that from surgery. Um, Physically, not really that back. Like I can move my arm up. I can like get it down to the side. I can almost get my elbow straight, but not yet. Um, to just address the shoulder stuff before we start the video on why I didn't post. Oh, sorry to say Taco Bell. I had a scheduled shoulder surgery for last Monday. Um, their plan was to go in, snip my bicep tendon up in my shoulder, come down and bolt it to my humerus right below my pec muscle where my pec muscle comes across. Um, Before surgery, they told me we're not gonna spend too much time in your shoulder. It's mostly gonna be like mostly just the bicep tendon. He goes, I might put one or two anchors in your shoulder, but he didn't plan on spending that much time in there, based off what the MRI showed. So they went in there, they snipped my bicep tendon, and then they started looking around. There's a lot of fluid in the joint, so they started investigating, and my bursa, which I'm not 100% what it is, he kind of explained it like a cushion, kind of like a cushion in your shoulder, kind of just sits in there, kind of cushions everything, just kind of protects. Um, Mine was hella big, so they call it bursitis. So it was full of fluid. So they took that out, but I guess that grows back, so it's not that big of a deal. But they did take that out. Once they took that out, they looked at like this bone up here. Um, I forgot what they called it, but they basically like made space. I had a pretty big bone spur. I had a large acromial bone spur or something. So they went in there and shaved the top of the bone and smoothed it out to get rid of that bone spur. And then in part of that, um, they removed part of a ligament. So I don't know if that's really gonna like have an issue with anything in life, but they did remove part of one of my ligaments. I guess it's still there, but they just removed, a section of it or something. I guess there's a couple there. There's two, and I guess they removed half or whatever of one of them just to give me more space because I was having like a lot of nerve pain down in my hand and stuff from my shoulder. So I guess they kind of just opened up the whole area, which is cool. But they didn't plan on it, so woke up like, oh, what the fuck happened in my shoulder? Um, as of right now, the worst of it is my bicep. Still got the sturdy strips on. They said those will fall off naturally, not to pull those off because they put some glue over the sutures. So he said if I take those off, I'm not gonna be happy. Sorry, my allergies are getting to me. That's why I keep rubbing my eye. Um, so I mean, it is what it is. Um, so just waiting on that to heal. They drilled a hole through my arm, pulled my bicep tendon through it, tightened it, put a bolt in. Now they gotta wait for the bone to heal around the bicep tendon so that it's locked in. Right now it's not locked in. So I got like another like 10 and a half weeks of I can't hold anything in my left hand. I can't pick anything up. I can't even hold a coffee mug. So for a while my left hand's gonna be uh pretty useless. I've been stretching it out. The worst of it right now is like my forearm is just super tight from my elbow, just being tight from being in a sling all the time. I could take my sling off. I mean, when I'm at home, I usually don't wear it unless I'm sleeping, because I'm pretty much in a controlled environment. But the second I leave, I always do that. So yeah, that's just a little rundown on what happened with my shoulder. But moving on, I just want to talk about some supercross a little bit with outdoors coming up soon. I don't think next weekend. I think it's a week, 2 weekends. I'm not sure. I have to look. I honestly don't know. I know Hangtown June 6th. So what's the week before June 6th? May 29th is gonna be Paula. Um, but Supercross, I mean, Kenny Roxon got it done, baby. Kenny got it done. Um, Super pumped on that. Um, if you go back and watch the replay of the race, Kenny, the deciding factor on that race, I believe, is turn two, lap one. So they hit that first rhythm section, and the way Kenny just dive bombed underneath and took the lead. He now set it to where Hunter's got to be. So Hunter has to pass me. I don't have to chase him because it's been shown that when Hunter gets out front, I mean Hunter pulls a fucking gap. Hunter is riding fucking phenomenal. So Hunter pulling a gap is not what Kenny wanted. So Kenny had to get in front of him. Kenny had to set the pace. Kenny had to do what had to be done. So Kenny took the lead. He was controlling the pace, and you could see Hunter was faster. You could like he was kind of reeling him in, but Hunter was just kind of pacing, picking his lines, taking his time. He didn't. I feel like he didn't really want to push the issue with Kenny of like I need to buy him now because it's been he's been super good in the last 10 minutes of the race. So I think he was just trying to stay calm. But then you see him and Hunter and Kenny kind of got backed into Prado, and Prado's riding really good too. Prado. Yeah. So Prado got in trouble. He fucking threw up his fist like he was gonna punch Cooper Webb, you motherfucker. Pretty funny. Um, but they got pushed back into Prado, and I think Hunter was like, shit, like I don't want to be around other people. Like if it was just me and Kenny, and we were 5 seconds ahead of everyone, like I can just wait until Kenny gets tired or until he makes a mistake, and then I'll fucking take the lead. But getting pushed back into people now, it starts setting up like, is Prado gonna fucking and Prado's been making aggressive passes. So I don't think Hunter wanted to be around anybody else. So I feel like he started pushing, and then you could see he after the race he's like, oh, he said like he put too much faith in the front end. I think he OJ'd a little bit into the corner, and then when he went to break, like yeah, he trusted the front end too much. I think if he would have not I think he OJ'd a little bit. I feel like if he came up a little bit shorter and actually hit, I feel like he landed in the flat going into the corner. I feel like if he would have landed on the down, he would have been fine. So I think he just made a little mistake just trying to not like set up a line so that Prado couldn't get him and tucked it. And then when he's trying to pick back up, he dropped the bike again. And it was like, oh, okay, there. Like, if Kenny keeps it on two wheels, he's winning, which is exactly what happened. I mean, Kenny let like 4 people go by him. He's like, I don't give a fuck. like, like if Hunter's fucking still 10 seconds behind me, I don't give a fuck. And that's what Kenny did. 32 years old, you know, I never thought it would happen, especially after his injury. Because he even said like a couple years after his injury, he said like, "Oh, I don't ride the same as I used to." Like it's still like always in the back of his mind, like that injury and the kids and stuff like that. So, um, fantastic that Kenny won. The 250 race was fucking awesome too. Why am I blinking on his name, bro? This is the problem. Cole Davies. Sorry. Cole Davies was absolutely ripping, and he gave Deegan business a little bit. Just made an aggressive pass, which I don't think Deegan cares. Um, I don't think he's like that. I think he knows the way he rides, and he's gonna expect it to come back. So, because even after the race, he was like juiced. He loved it. It was so fun, and he was, laughing and giving Cole Davies a whole bunch of. Now, I think if that would, he wasn't super pumped when it cost him $1 million in the fucking SMX title. I don't think he would be super juiced if it cost him the Supercross title, but he already had it wrapped up. So I don't think he cared. I think he was just down for battling and hitting each other, and you know he he dumped it. I mean, that line he was doing in the sand where he was fucking doubling out, that was insane. I was like, when I first saw him do it, I was like, oh my god, he's just fucking. It's just like he's just flying. Then in the sand, I think he just grabbed a little. He was a little out of control, going too fast, trying to push, and just kind of sent it. But Davies was just right locked in, which is exciting. I wonder how many wins Davies gets next year if he stays healthy. I wonder how good he does in outdoors. You know, that's going to be really something to look at is how he does in outdoors. Um, Deegan's going outdoor 450. That's exciting. I don't know how healed up Jet is. I just saw today they were talking about Jet's injury, and he had like 7 screws and 4 pins, and they took the screws out, then they had to shave a bone, and then he's got the fracture in his foot, which I know that takes a long. So I don't know how great he's gonna be. He might not be back 100. Even if he is back 100 and he doesn't win, they've got the excuse if he's not 100. So it's just, I think it's favored in Jets' favor all the way around. Um, Deegan goes out there and goes like 5-5, and Jet goes like 3-3. People are gonna be like, oh, he's nowhere close to Jet. Jet's not even 100%. But if Deegan goes out there and goes 1-1, everyone's gonna be like, oh, well, Jet's not 100%. So it honestly doesn't matter how Jet does compared to Deegan, because no matter what, they're just gonna say he's not 100%. Like no matter what, which he might not be, but it's just gonna be said, which is kind of annoying. But that's just how motocross goes. Like guys get hurt. It's a dangerous sport. I mean, I fell in August last year, and I just had surgery. I'm not a professional athlete, so I don't get surgery immediately. But I mean, I had surgery last Monday from it. So, um, yeah. So that's going to be something to watch. I just hope Deegan has a few good rounds. I really do. Um, I don't know who's really going to be pressuring. If thinking about it, I don't really know who's going to be pressuring Deegan. I mean, Prado back on the KTM, in that group, he might be fucking electric and outdoor. I mean, he's an MXGP champion for a reason. He's fucking fast. Um, you know, Kind of sad to hear Husqvarna's closing down. Now we gotta find some spots for some good people, but I mean, at the same time, where are some of these people gonna call it quits? I like Malcolm a lot. Maybe he just does supercross like Dino, kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe he gets on a team like that. I really don't know what's gonna happen with some of that. Because RJ, I don't even know what's going on with RJ Hampshire. Where the fuck has he been? That's something I messed up by even bringing up his name, because I have no idea what's going on with RJ. Because I know Juju broke his back, but I don't know what's going on with RJ, and I just don't remember. Um, so yeah, I think I'll have more. I'll have a better video after the first race of the year. Formula One, it's the same old shit. It's rumored. Hopefully during the summer they'll announce the new motor package that's going to come out in 2031, which is supposed to be a V8 turbo with very limited electrical components, which would be really cool to see. I feel like Max is going to be gone by that point though. 24-hour Nurburgring is coming up in a couple weeks. I'll be watching that. Um, yeah. So, well, I guess maybe I'll do a live stream for 24 hours. Um, just stream reactions and watch it, stream it. So, if anybody's interested in watching the 24 hours at Nurburgring together, I'll stream it. I'll send you guys a link. I'll post it maybe too on Facebook if you guys want to jump in and hang out. Um, Hopefully, get to see everyone soon at the track. I'll be at Hangtown with Mike and Matt and the other Josh. Matt said he picked me up on Friday. Matt's selling some t-shirts out there. So if you go out to Hangtown, stop by the Speed Cult tent. But other than that, I don't have much. Like I said, I'm not 100% yet. Coming around, almost back to normal. But I'll see you guys after the first race of the year. We'll have a little bit better breakdown, and maybe I'll stream the 24 hours of Nurburgring, and we'll see where that goes. So, all right, thanks everybody. I'll see you soon.